My name is Jeff Sutherland. Welcome to another edition of Jeff Startalk. We're here on location at the Beverly Garland Holiday Inn for a classic Nikki Sonardi Show Star Spectacular here in North Hollywood, and we're having a good time. A lot of celebrities here, including this lovely lady. She was on the schedule of being here, and I go, "Wow, I hope she's here." And Mickey said you wasn't feeling very good, but you showed up here anyway.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm talking about the one and only Betty Garrett.
Don't ever start rumors
All
like
right,
that.
Betty Garrett. How you think? Thank you,
I'm
Betty.
just fine. Thank
Well, I was
you.
hoping that I misunderstood because I always wanted to talk with you. Loved your career.
Thank you.
And where are you originally from, Betty?
That's a good question. I was born in St. Joe, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
I was raised in Seattle, Washington, and I spent most of my professional career in New York until I came to Hollywood.
Wow.
So-
Did you always want to become an actress?
I think so. I just know that when I was a little girl, I was always the one who said, "Let's put on a show."
Oh, really?
You know?
Okay.
And so I guess that was in my...
Yeah, at a
in
really
my-
early age. Put on a
Yeah.
show. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Well, did you have anyone that you looked up to, especially when you were growing up?
Well, my idols in the movies were like Jean Arthur and Carol Lombard. I loved those pretty ladies who could be funny.
Good choice.
So I think maybe, I don't know whether I grew up to be a pretty lady, but I grew up to be funny.
You grew up and you held your own with everyone you worked with. That's pretty good. That's important to do.
Yeah.
And I loved you in all the shows that you did.
I should show you this.
Okay.
This is a picture of me carrying Frank Sinatra.
I got it.
you
We
just
got to
talk-
show the audience this.
Talking about holding your own.
Well, you know, we had Trini Lopez on, and he just really looked up to Frank Sinatra. He helped him with his career quite a bit.
I adored Frank. He was
there you
just...
go. Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, come back! Yeah. What do you want to start something, buddy? Sure. Hey, get it up! Break it up! Play ball! Get it up!
He's hurt, they'll trample him.
Jimmy, give me the ball. You're out!
Give him there.
Bring it up! Bring it up! Bring it up! All right, boys, the game is over.
7, 28, 29, there's 3,000.
Better luck next time, Joe.
Well, the season just started. Well, look who's here.
Easy now. There. Poor kid, he's out cold.
Here, I'll make him come around.
Why, you...
Gee, I didn't know you were stuck on a guy.
Who's stuck on him? I ain't stuck on him. It's just the mother instinct. That's what it is, the mother instinct. Hey, you. Come here.
Well, he's a nice-looking little fella. Bring him over to the cafe sometime if he ever wakes up.
He's waking up now. Danny,
Denny?
Mr. Ryan.
There you go. All right. Yeah, it's a great picture. That's when Frank was a little lighter, but either that or you're pretty
I
strong.
think he weighed 35 pounds or something.
Got you coming and going. Hey, bud, your future showing. Too late, baby, too late. This feeling in me stirs. It's fate, baby, so let's start buying towels, marked his and hers.
Love it, Betty. Now, when you started out, and when did you meet Larry Parks?
Larry and I met in 1944 in May, and we were married in September.
Wow.
It was love at first sight.
That's a
really.
great.
Old Black Joe, just as though you had me on your knee. A million baby kisses I'll deliver. If you will only sing that Swanee River rockabye, your rockabye baby, with a Dixie melody.
Larry Parks, and I'm not just saying this because you're sitting here, When he did the Jolson story in 1946, I thought it was an Oscar performance. That's how strong I thought about it.
Well, he was nominated.
Yes, he was.
But he was up. Think of the competition: Frederick March, Laurence Olivier, and Jimmy Stewart. I think he was up against those people.
Yes.
Larry always said, "I'm just absolutely thrilled to be in that company."
Yeah.
And but what was nice about it? There were a couple of people. Joan Crawford was one, Frank Capra was another, who sent Larry wires saying, "You should have won."
Yep.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
I just love that.
Well, I've done a lot of some little movies and things, but Larry I'd never seen such a performance with lip singing like he did with Jolson doing the singing. But Larry had all the moves. I mean, it was like seeing a young Jolson. I mean, Jolson himself had to be very proud of Larry doing that part.
Well, what is surprising is that Larry did not get to work with Jolie.
Wonderful. Who was that?
Meet a young fellow named Larry Parks.
Opposite than what most people think. Jolie really wanted to play himself.
That's what I heard.
And I don't think he was too happy about the whole thing at the beginning.
Is it true what they say about Dixie? Does the sun really shine all the time? Do the sweet magnolias blossom at everybody's door? And do the folks keep eating possum till they can't eat no more? Is it true what they say about Swanee? Is a dream by that stream so sublime? Do they laugh? Do they love like they do in every song? If it's true, that's where I belong.
And he went off to Florida.
Oh, I see.
And so Larry only had one encounter with him. He came to the set one day and said, "Okay, kid, let me see how you do that number." And Larry did the number as he had rehearsed it. And Jolie said, no, you're moving around too much. He said, "Let me show you." And Larry said, proceeded to do everything but hang from the chandelier.
Wow. He just had it in his blood, didn't he, Betty?
Yeah. And so anyway, Larry never even got to see a picture. Warner Brothers owned all of the Jolson pictures.
Yeah.
They would not loan a picture to Columbia for Larry to look at. So Larry had to work with a choreographer and a playback man with the record. And just, as Larry described it, he said, "I just moved the way that voice made me feel."
Yeah.
And there were people who knew Jolson who said, "It was perfect. You did exactly the way."
Exactly.
And I always felt that was to Larry's credit.
And he was a pretty good-looking young man, too.
He sure was.
And I didn't think he could top it, but in 1949, Jolson sings again, and I don't know which one I like better. I think that was a great picture also.
Well, it's funny. Larry always thought the second picture was a better picture because